9 o'clock of a cold Monday morning, but for us, it is something special. It is the beginning of your training period for the, our trains. It is the beginning of our training period for the great and historic venture that is Perrin's. In 3 months' time, we will open our doors, and casualties from our overcomplicated society will pour into Perrin, seeking help from our expert guidance and example. So I'm particularly pleased to see you all so punctual and keen this very first morning. Come on, 9... Where the hell are they all? 9:52. Not a good start. Anyway, you're all here at last, with the exception of CJ, whose turn it is to look after Adam and Jocasta and little Reggie Harris-Jones. Lucky old CJ. Anyway, when the customers start pouring into Perrin's, we will... No, we mustn't call them customers. No, please. Guests. When the guests start pouring into Perrin's, we will hold group sessions every morning where we, the staff, will meet them, they will meet us, we'll discuss their problems and criticise each other frankly. Right? But we must do that ourselves for a start. And to start from the very beginning, I think we ought to remind ourselves of the individual duties we all have in the community. So from now on, I think we must refer to each other by the titles I gave you all yesterday, all right? Right, who's going to set the ball rolling then? Good. Anybody anything to add to that at this stage? Fine. Now, if I could just butt in at this point, make a point. Just like to ask a question. How are the 10th Brigade reacting psychologically to living under canvas? Psychologist?
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Well, I felt a sense of insecurity in my tent, Reggie.
Yes?
I just tossed that into the maelstrom of speculation.
Yeah, absolutely splendid. This is exactly the sort of thing these meetings are for. Anybody any ideas why Doc should feel insecure in his tent?
Well, yeah. Bloody think he's falling down.
Yes, deep words there from our culture officer, yes.
No, I spoke of a deeper insecurity than that, Reggie. As I lie on my back in my tent in a tactile me-to-ground situation with the ground, the earth beneath me, and the fragile civilization, the tent above me, I felt the fragility of man's domination over the world. And it pains me.
Cobblers.
Yes, I've got a bit of pain there, too.
Oh, splendid. Now, this is it. Not that you've got a pain, not that he's got a pain in the... No, that's not splendid. No. Splendid, we're actually underway. Good. Any more comments from anybody? Yes?
Well,
yes,
Tony isn't going to like his tent either, because he's not going to get his oats while we're living under canvas.
Joan! Oh, please. Tony, you mustn't kick Joan like that.
Well, honestly, I mean, Crudesville, Arizona.
I won't miss it much. I mean, you're not that fantastic at it.
Joan!
I thought we were supposed to criticise each other frankly.
Yes, music therapist is quite right. We are supposed to criticise each other frankly, but frankly, music therapist, I think you're criticising the culture officer a little too frankly there. Not the culture officer should have kicked music therapist. No?
But if we're teaching by example, should you give aggressive orders like Tony don't kick Joe?
Our secretary's right. It should be a democratically arrived at decision whether our culture officer kicks our music therapist.
Wise words there from our sports supremo. Quite right. Yes, what I should have said... has anybody any idea what I should have said?
You should have said, Tony, is it in your best interest to kick Joan? Might it not lead her to kick you in retaliation?
Good. Well done, the crafts officer.
Super.
No, Tony, don't you think if you kicked Joan, you might bruise her legs and render her limbs less desirable to place hot kisses on? Just a suggestion, what we psychologists call the appeal to self-interest.
Yes, do you think we could just drop Joan's legs for a while and move on?
I've had enough. I didn't get where I am today by having green frogs thrust down my crotch.
Really work stress therapist. You're getting the perfect training out there looking after those kids. There isn't a single person in this room who wouldn't willingly change places with you. There you are, you picked the plum. No, arts therapist, where do you think you're going?
Well, I'm going to see if the children are all right.
No, you must place faith and trust in CJ.
What should I do?
Well, read them a story or something, CJ. The behaviour will soon improve.
I see. So we're not bringing up the children properly. Is that the insinuation?
No, Tom. No, a sports supremo. There was no insinuation at all. No. But the fact that you insinuate there was suggests a guilt feeling. Oh, this is very good, isn't it? Let's discuss Tom's guilt feeling, shall we?
Reggie!
Yes?
Has wet himself.
Oh, then change it.
I didn't get where I am today by changing nappies.
I use the kite method.
Kite. Quite.
In changing the nappy, you'll help to change yourself?
Yes, absolutely, Doctor. Look upon it, CJ, as a wonderful journey of self-discovery.
Your turn for the wonderful journey of self-discovery will come.
Not while I'm after the rosters, would. No, it's now, listen, well gone to... Look at your, please. Yes, well gone 10 o'clock. There we are. So this just emphasises the importance of punctuality. It's not good enough, and it won't happen again.
Excuse me, I may be quite wrong.
Yes?
But if we're to follow you by example, isn't it wrong that you should give orders? I mean, maybe I'm wrong and it isn't wrong, but I think I'm right. And it is wrong.
Super.
Yes, I think our sex consultant has a very good point. Yes, I'll rephrase that last remark, sex consultant. Thank you very much. We should have started at 9, we didn't, and that's absolutely... Well, Madam Secretary, where do you think you're going?
I've got to get the lunch started. I've got 10 mouths to feed.
As I say, we should have started at 9, we didn't. That's absolutely splendid because we didn't want to. But it would be even more absolutely splendid if we did want to start at 9. Huh? Any comments on that? No, one at a time. Yes? Yes. Hello, darling.
Oh, how did the rest of the meeting go?
Oh, yes, very well indeed, yes. We decided to decide democratically what time the group meeting should start and end. Then we decided to vote on it. Then we decided to debate democratically what form the vote should take. Then we voted on what form the vote should take, and then we voted. Yes. The result was we decided to start at 9:30 and break for lunch at 12:30. By that time it was 12:30, so we'd broken for lunch.
Lunch isn't ready.
Oh.
I haven't time to be secretary and cook.
I'll tell you what, darling, I'll employ a professional secretary.
No, you'll employ a professional cook.
I tell you what, darling, I'll employ a professional cook.
Oh, what a good idea, Reggie. Well, Reggie,
yes?
Could you also find a job for poor old Jimmy?
I tell you what, darling, I'll find a job for poor old Jimmy.
You're full of good ideas this morning, Reggie.
I'll tell you what, darling, you're absolutely right.
Pretty impressive, eh, Reggie? My personal boat, flagship of the fleet.
Yeah, so you don't feel free to join our community then, Jimmy? It'll be very exciting, kind of social army, living under canvas.
6 months ago, jumped at the chance. Good setup here, though. Thriving hire company, 15 boats. Canals booming. Leisure explosion. Fortune quick, Major James Gordon St. Anderson for the making of.
Well, it's a pity, Jimmy. Do you know, I half expected to find you running another secret right-wing army.
No fear. Swine vamoosed with the lot.
Oh, yes, of course, it's Clive, Lofty and...
Strother.
Yes.
Yes. Money, guns, ammo, whole caboose. Dark.
Really? Where?
No, dark!
Oh! Right. It's all right, Jimmy, we're through now. What is it?
Back's gone. Caesar. It's been a bit dicey ever since D-Day.
D-Day, Jimmy? You were still at school.
Yes, hurt it playing rounders. Bit of a cock-up on the bows front. Go forward, Reggie. Fend off.
Pardon?
Fend off. Up now. Come on.
All right. Or with the pole thing.
Pole. Yes. Now give her a hand.
All right.
Get careful, Reggie.
Morning, Brigadier.
Morning.
Not in trouble, are you?
Trouble? No. Just pulled in for a pull-in.
Oh, good. Well, best wishes to Curly.
Yeah, right.
Curly?
He's part owner. Sound type. Very top drawer.
Pity he isn't here, Jimmy. He might give us a hand. Jimmy, if you don't think we ought to get help, we've been here 3 hours, 12 minutes. Jimmy!
Reggie?
What brings you here?
On beam ends.
But Jimmy, the narrow boots.
Kaput. Let down.
Curly.
Yes, Tim Curly Beamish. Rotten through and through.
Oh.
His share of capital all dud. Ran up debts. Casanova Club, Wolverton, Copacabana Club, Bletchley, Paradise, Lost, Milton Keynes. Cock up on judgment of men front. Always choose wrong chap. My Freudian heel.
Achilles, actually.
You see, wrong chap again.
Yeah.
I wonder Army made me personnel officer. Offer of job. Not still open, I
Of
suppose.
course it is, Jimmy. Yes, you can be leader of our expeditionary force. Sort of commando unit of good works, clearing botchley of litter, helping old ladies across the road, that sort of thing, eh?
Oh, thanks, Reggie.
Yeah.
Saved my bacon. Kissed you if we were French.
Thank God we aren't.
Narrow escape.
Absolutely. Come on, I'll show you around. Pretty impressive setup here. Jimmy, the neighbours.
Oh, sorry. Bit loud.
Bit early too, Jimmy. It's 6:30. And when I said I was running a sort of army, I didn't mean it literally.
A literal sort of cove. Leave imagination to you brain boxes.
I was just using a figure of speech, you see, Jimmy.
Ah, figures of speech, not my line. Not many metaphors in Queen's Own Berkshire Light Infantry. Similes, exception rather than rule in BFPO 33.
See what I'm driving at, Jimmy?
Never see what people are driving at, Reggie.
But what I'm driving at is this, Jimmy. I don't think playing Come to the Cookhouse Store on your bugle is quite our style. Right?
I see. You don't want me to blow my bugle, you mean?
Exactly, Jimmy. Well done.
Thanks, Reggie. Fall out!
Linda, bed making, Jimmy, dusting, and CJ. Babysitting for the third day running. Yes.
Mr. Penfold from number 21.
Oh, Mr. Penfold, number 21. Yes, show him in. I've been expecting this. I'll soon sort him out. Mr. Penfold, number 21. How delighted. Please, sit down. Sit down.
Thank you. Would you care for coffee?
Yes, coffee, please. Have you lovely? Yes. My wife makes excellent coffee.
Excuse me, well, yes. I know this place is a little strange, but, well, that wasn't your wife, was it?
No, that was my Doc Morrissey, yes. We all share duties here in our little community.
Community?
Yes.
Ah, well, no, that's what I've come here to complain about.
Oh.
Yes, well, you see, I really must put my foot down. Well, it's not me, it's Mrs. Penfold.
Oh, I see, you really must put Mrs. Penfold's foot down.
Mrs. Hollis from number 17.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Hollis, number 70. This is Mr. Penfold, number 21. Mr. Penfold, number 21. This is Mrs. Hollis, number 17. I'm Reggie Perrin, number 19, but you know that you rang the doorbell. Please, sit down. Yes?
I took the liberty of bringing a third cup.
Thank you.
That's not his wife.
Pardon?
That man, he's not Mr. Perrin's wife.
He's my Doc Morrissey.
Yes. Here we are, then. Coffee. Like to help yourself? There we are. I'm sure that'll be all right. Good. There. Would you like a biscuit? Biscuit. Help yourself. There. Now, Mr. Penfold, number 21's come round to complain. What have you come round to complain about, Mrs. Hollis, number 17?
It's not me. It's Mr. Hollis.
Oh, it's his foot as well, is it?
No, it's his nerves.
No.
These are trying times in the world of sawdust.
Yes, I meant sawdust.
Yes, Mr. Hollis is in the sawdust supply industry.
How absolutely uninteresting. What exactly does that mean, the sawdust supply?
He supplies sawdust.
How ludicrous. Talking of sawdust, what do you think of those biscuits? Delicious, aren't they?
Yes, where did you get them?
Tesco's.
Well, what exactly are you complaining about, Mr. Penfold, number 21?
Well, the cars parked outside our house. The noise, the bugling, tents all over the garden. It's not natural.
Yes, music at all hours. Babies crying. Cars parked in front of our fence.
Yeah, the numbers of people, the comings and goings.
The goings and comings.
Ah, that's the same complaint twice. One man's coming as another man's going.
No, it isn't.
Just testing. No. These people here you see at the moment are just the staff. The community hasn't really begun to build up. There'll be hundreds here shortly.
Oh,
yes. Yes, my staff are training at the moment to be nicer, kinder, better people.
You're not pulling your weight, really. I didn't get where I am today without recognising a man who doesn't pull his weight. Anybody who knows anything about me knows that I'm just not pulling my weight.
Of course. Some of them have got a lot further to go before they are nicer kind of people, but that's the whole point, you see. It's a challenge. I mean, who'd bother to climb Everest if it were flat?
Well, Mrs. Penfold and I, it would be just about our mark.
Yeah, it's just about your mark too, Penfold, to come round here making petty points about parking. But I'm trying to build an ideal society, a miniature utopia.
A utopia?
Yes, I thought you'd like the sound of that.
Well,
yes.
Where exactly is this utopia going to be?
Well, midway between number 17 and number 21, sort of here, 19.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
Well, if you want a utopia, you ought to get one of those big houses in Rio de Janeiro Lane. Now, they've got forecourt parking.
Oh, still persisting in petty points about parking, Penfold. Sure. No. Shortly, this 19 will be flooding with hundreds of people coming. So there's some exciting news from Mrs. Penfold's foot and Mr. Hollis' sawdust, isn't it? Right. Well, I can't stand here talking all day to you. I've got to go and congratulate my new chef on his brilliant cooking. I'm sure you'll find your way back to number 17 and 21, respectively. You'll find them either side of number 19, which is here. Morning, McLean. McLean, may I say on behalf of the whole staff how absolutely delicious last night's dinner was. How are things today?
We good off in muckle gang. Do you pair we scragglers, you think?
Not quite with you there, McLean.
We good off in muckle gang. Do you pair we scragglers, you think?
Good. What's for lunch today, incidentally?
We play a slaggly offers. You think of waist strubs, you pack 'em ups and toasty beagles.
Sounds jolly tempting.
Come in.
Huh?
Reggie.
Tony. How's culture coming along?
Knockout.
Good. Joan still not...
No. We can't go on living in a tent much longer, Reggie.
Sorry, you won't have to, Tony. As soon as the guests arrive, we'll need more room anyway. I estimate we'll need 5 houses.
Knockout. Good News City, Arizona.
Yes. I have a plan to get the houses, Tony, and you will play a vital part in that plan.
Knockout.
Right, well, bye. There you are. There's some very, very good news for you. You're absolutely right. This is not a suitable environment for my project. I'm selling up.
Oh.
I must say that is very gratifying.
Yes, in fact, I'm expecting the would-be purchaser this very evening. Ding dong. I say I'm expecting the would-be purchaser this very evening. Good heavens, that's probably him now.
Mr. Winston Baldwin Gladstone Chamberlain Fredericks.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Perrin. Very nice house. Knockout, Ma.
Good morning. Oh, what a very desirable residence this is. I will most assuredly purchase the same. Yes, please. I am very much a house purchasing person.
Oh, do come in.
Thank you.
You sure has a I didn't get where I is today without recognizing a mighty fine residence when I sees one. No, sirree, ma'am, I didn't.
Well, McLean, we now have 5 houses. We're ready to open. What do you say to that?
We faggly Winthrop. It pair get slaggers. It one milkly grade stops. Denny Klingle Mahargles with sloppy chops. Up your plum.
You're talking my language, McLean. A fortnight to go, we must really intensify our training. Now, has anybody come up with any really new ideas?
You asked me to be unconventional about sport.
I did, Tom, yes.
Well, I've got an unconventional idea.
Yes, what is it?
Football.
I think it's been done, Tom.
With a difference. No aggro, no fouls, no tension, no violence.
That's certainly not been done. Very good, Tom. What's the secret?
No opposition. We use skill, passing, teamwork and tactics. It's pure football.
Absolutely. This is exactly the sort of thing we're looking for now. We've got the perfect opportunity to try it. The 11 of us against nobody. Knockout.
Super.
Disappointing.
Yes.
We frittered away our early advantage.
Yes, we should have won by far more than 4-1. Maybe Jimmy forgot to turn around at half-time. So there we are.
As there's no opposition, Joan, why don't we change shirts?
Today we must throw ourselves into our roles with renewed effort, all right?
Right, a little word association exercise. Table tennis.
Sex.
Sure.
If you have a problem about,
Follow, follow, follow the merry, merry heights of Pan.
don't be shy about,
Sex?
Table tennis.
2 days to go, and I'm absolutely delighted with the spirit all of you have shown. Some of you have done some extremely nice things. Only last week, Doc laughed at one of Tom's jokes. Jolly well done, Doc. Tony tells me he's really hitting culture. No sweat. Shakespeare's the kiddie, and Ibsen's a knockout for a Norwegian. And Tony and Joan haven't had a row for 3 days.
And Tom did an amazingly nice thing last night.
Congratulations, Tom.
He found an extra bottle of his prune wine.
Ah, I see. Yes.
And he drank the whole lot himself.
Oh, that's an absolutely splendidly unselfish gesture. And as for CJ, well, his behaviour has been a revelation.
May I please have another nappy, my dear Prue? Thank you so much.
Well, there we are. No further comment needed. We are ready for the off.
How many bookings have we got?
How many bookings are the latest count, Madam Secretary?
1.
One.
Ah.
David, there's absolutely no need to be nervous at all. All you have to do is open the door and say, "Good afternoon, I am the warden of number 23. Welcome to Perrin's." Right? Oh, my God, that'll be him. Right. Oh, good afternoon. You must be Mr...
Mr. Babacoon.
Yes, come in.
It must be very difficult for you to remember all our names, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is. Yes. This is David Harris-Jones, your warden.
Hello. Come up and I'll show you to your,
Yes, come up, we'll...
The room.
Yes, pardon?
I said I'd show Mr. Babacombe to his,
yes, I see.
room.
Yes.
I was just finishing my...
Your sentence, yes. Come up and we'll show you the,
room.
Yes. Well, here we are, Mr...
Babacoon.
Yes.
I can't wait to meet all the others.
Oh, yes, the others, yes.
I'm an undertaker.
Oh, yes.
How interesting.
Yes.
But then you know that already, don't you? It sticks out a mile, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't stick. It doesn't even stick out at all, does it, David? Certainly not.
Oh, no. My face bears the stigmata of my profession.
No.
My clothes are permeated with the stench of decay.
No, they're very nice.
I'm an outcast, you see. A pariah. That's why I'm looking forward to this course.
Yes.
To meet the others.
Yeah. Oh, yes, to me, yes. I'm afraid I've got a bit of a disappointment for you there, Mr...
Babacoon.
Yes. No, I'm afraid you won't be meeting the others. Not just yet, no. Straight off, we'd like to give you a bit of solitude to
get you in the right frame
of mind, yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
I don't meet the others until dinner, is that
That's it? No, you don't meet them at dinner either. No. You dine here alone in your room, yes, to prepare yourself mentally and physically for tomorrow, when you...
meet the others.
When we have the group sessions, so we all get together, and you meet the others. Yes. Just going to have to be some others for Mr. Babacombe to meet tomorrow. So what I've done, I've put all your names in a hat, right, and we're going to draw 5 of them out, and those 5 will have to pretend to be guests along with Mr. Babacombe tomorrow, right, Madam Secretary? Would you like to?
David Harris-Jones.
Yeah.
Super.
CJ. Joan. Doc Morrissey. Elizabeth Perrin.
Now, you 5, off you go and practice your roles tonight for tomorrow's great deception. It's a very important day, remember. Now, your guests, right? Right, now, we are just the staff, right? But, Oh, no, we've lost their jobs. We'll have to have 2 jobs each then, right? Tom, you'll be sports and...
Secretary?
Secretary, right. Linda, arts and...
Music.
Music, right. Tony, what do you want to be?
Works, CJ.
Right, CJ's job, right.
Sex and crafts.
Sex and crafts, very good. Right, that's... the doc. We need a doc. Jimmy, tomorrow you've got to be the doc. Haven't you been listening? Tomorrow you've got to be the doc, Jimmy.
Roger, Reggie.
Good morning. Good. We hold these little group sessions so that we, the staff, can meet you, the guests, and you, the guests, can meet us, the staff. We can help you, and you can help yourselves by discussing your problems and criticising each other, frankly, and you can help us. And very shortly, it'll be difficult to tell who are the guests and who are the staff. Now, before we set the ball rolling, I'd just like to call upon our doctor to say a few words. Thank you, Doc.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry. I've just remembered. I'm not a doctor. Sorry.
Thank you, Doc.
Sorry, miles away, brown study. I'm the doc. A word of advice. If you fancy the local bint, Keep away. Go for a long hike or take a cold shower instead.
A few shrewd clinical words of advice there from the doc. Anybody else? Any further comments?
I think I should explain why I got up just now. I'm prey to a delusion that I'm a member of the medical profession. It's embarrassing. If anyone says, "Is there a doctor in the house?" I say, "Yes, I'm a doctor. Make way, make way." And when I get to the scene of the disaster, they say, "Oh, thank God you've arrived, Doc." And I say, "I've just remembered I'm not a doctor." Sorry.
Jolly good, yes. Any comments, Doc?
No, I don't think so. Oh, sorry. There you are. I've done it again.
Just remembered, I'm the doc.
Yes.
Sorry. Cock up on the memory front. Touch of...
Is it amnesia?
Exactly, yeah. Fascinating tale of yours, Doc.
Why do you call him the doc if he isn't the doc?
That's a jolly good one, Mr. Stanley. Yes. Tell me, Doc, why do you call Doc the doc if he isn't the doc? Because, I mean, he isn't the doc. Doc, I mean, you're the doc. Don't want to put words into your mouth.
Please do.
I imagine it's because you think that if you tell this poor deluded chap here he isn't a doctor, he'll feel rebuffed. But if you go along with the idea that he is a doctor, eventually he might have the opportunity to deny it himself and feel part of his own cure and won't feel humiliated.
Exactly.
Yes, well, thank you for those shrewd medical... Thanks,
Reggie.
Anybody, any other little problems now?
I can't make friends.
Oh.
I'm just waiting for the day when I need the services of the undertakers. That splendid body of men.
It sticks out a mile, doesn't it?
Of course it doesn't. What does?
Well, since you all know already, I may as well tell you. I'm an undertaker. Oh, surprise, surprise. Anyone can tell an undertaker from anyone else.
Nonsense. I didn't get where I am today telling undertakers from anyone else.
And I said to myself, if that man's not a research chemist, I'm a Dutchman.
Any other problems at this, Mrs. Naylor?
Not at the moment, thank you.
Oh, yeah, I see. You're both called Naylor. Are you related?
Yes.
Seems to be a bit of doubt about this. I'll ask her the question again. Are you related?
Yes.
I think I understand. Mrs. Naylor denied being related to Mrs. Naylor because she's ashamed of Mrs. Naylor. Mrs. Naylor, trying to protect Mrs. Naylor, realised this, pretended not to be related to Mrs. Naylor, but by this time Mrs. Naylor had decided to acknowledge Mrs. Naylor. Is that right, Mrs.
Yes, brilliant.
Tell me, why are you ashamed of Mrs. Naylor? Mrs. Naylor?
Well, she drinks.
It's drugs with me, man.
Oh, God.
I'm a roadie for a super pop group. I'm sorry to turn away from you like this, but I can't face you face to face. I guess I can't face myself, know what I mean? I have to make trips, one-night stands, and on these trips I make trips, know what I mean? Like you finish a gig, go back to some chick's pad, a real super laid-back scene, man. I'm fed up of being into music, man. I'm fed up of being into drugs. I guess I've wised up. I'm not into being into things anymore. I want out. I want to kick the habit, keep off the grass like a... I don't know who I am anymore.
I do. You're the warden.
Well, What?
You're the warden of number 23.
Oh, that creep. Like I'm a dead ringer for him, know what I mean?
The only good ringer is a dead ringer.
Well, where is the warden, then?
Oh, he's got food poisoning. No, he hasn't got food. No, who said he's got food? He hasn't got food. Flu. He's got flu. He's definitely got flu.
Oh, yes. He's the warden. He's the doctor. And neither of these two lovely ladies is called Mrs. Naylor. You are all staff.
Well. Some of what you say is true, yes, to the extent that he is the doctor and he's the warden, and neither of these two lovely ladies are called Mrs. Naylor, and when we are all staff, yes, I mean, to that, to the... Well done, you've got it. Yes. You've come through the flying test with colours. Yes. Yes, it's a little test to see if you can spot which are staff and which are guests. Yes, it's a sort of psychological test to see if you're able to spot psychological tests.
Well, where are you a guest?
You are, Mr...
Babaku.
Yes. I'm afraid we just started today, you see, and you're the only guest we've got. Please give us a chance.
Well, all right, then.
Oh, right, thank you very much. Shall we start again for you? Staff, please. Thank you. these little group sessions so that we, the staff, can meet you, the Mr. Babbicombe, and you, the Mr. Babbicombe, can meet us, the staff. We can help you, and you can help yourself by bringing up your problems and discussing them amongst yourself. And so let's get the ball rolling, shall we? Now, who wants to start? Well, what about Mr. Babbicombe, isn't it?
We can stay here as long as we like.
Yes.
And then at the end, we pay according to what we feel we've got out of it.
Yes, we all think
right?
that. We think that's the fairest, don't we? Yes.
Well, I think so too.
Good, I am glad.
Goodbye.
Please, just a minute, Mr.
Babbicombe.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest, it's not exactly as auspicious a start as I would have hoped for, but I think it's early days to start panicking. I think we'll just carry on as we are, right? Carry on.